So, since we're live now, um, pretty tough day today.
Long day.
Yeah.
A lot of training stuff at work, so I'm kind of death by PowerPoint, all that good stuff.
Whoa,
Right,
you just
right.
live?
We are live.
I got toys that haven't been debuted at all on Facebook yet.
Yay!
Woo! Looking like some Marvel stuff, or actually Disney stuff.
You see those advent calendars?
Oh yeah, I saw those.
Those are fucking sweet.
Language.
Simpson.
Those are so cool!
We are live.
Yep.
Perhaps.
I guess we'll highlight those two. All right.
Unfiltered Trevor.
Yeah. So anyway, all right. Now it's been about a minute, so we'll just say welcome to our live. Thank you for joining us. I'm Casey. This is
Patrick.
and thank you for joining us for Rainbow Live presents Wednesday Night Lights.
Woo!
We got a bunch of stuff to show off today, so with no further ado, we'll start off with some sports ball.
Yay, sports ball.
Oh, actually, we'll go back. Question of the day.
What?
So, just continuing like how we did last week, how we talked about scary universes. Let's go a little bit more retro and go with that. I can't remember if it's Generation 2, 3, or whatever, but the Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis era. What was your favorite video game in that generation? And if there was any character in that, which one would you love to play or be?
So this is kind of a cross-generational thing because it was right in the middle there where it was between the Nintendo or Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64. I think the first one was on Super Nintendo. Killer Instinct.
Oh, I
cannot remember how many hours upon hours in the dorm room we killed playing that game, back and forth, every single character. That's one of those games that either creates friendships or ends them. I'd have to be Cyberwolf because it's what I played. It was my main character. I'd have to be him, and just having the claws and ripping things up sounds really good right now.
Yeah, well, that's actually, I guess for me, just based on just that generational thing right there, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, for the most part, me and my brothers, we'd play all the Mario games, and then also a little bit of Sonic, but mostly just Mario. So, and actually, I grew to actually really love the character of Luigi. So, just him being a little bit taller, quicker. It seemed in not all of them, but in certain ones, he seemed to be a little bit quicker as well.
Quicker, but like in the second Mario Brothers that was in the U.S., he jumped higher, but he was like a little bit harder to control when he was up in the air.
Sure, yeah. So the one that we always played a lot was Super Mario World. So. And yeah, it was always interesting to be Mario and then try to be Luigi, and I was always a little bit just because I was not, you wouldn't say forced, but I was actually forced because of me and the younger brother to be Luigi. So I just got used to that character, so I was more successful with that character. So in a sense, that would be my character.
Fair
Luigi.
enough.
Which ironically, years later at a Halloween party, that's who I was Luigi. So did you ever dress up as?
No, did not dress up as a character never dressed up as a character from a video game. If I were going to do that, it would probably, I'm too old to be Link at this point, I think. Maybe one of the characters from one of the older Final Fantasy games, because I remember spending hours on those two.
Yeah, I'd probably do the same thing with, Chrono Trigger, Chrono Cross, but it'd be just for me, it'd be so hard to just choose between some of those characters, just because some of them are just really awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Well, and nice little stroll down memory lane on that one. We'll move on to sports ball.
Hooray, sports ball.
So just this is a restock in a sense, something that we had in the back, and we're hoping that we have some interested parties to get these. We have right here from 2021, Panini Flawless 2021 Collegiate. This is a collegiate football. So those of you that don't mind the athletes from that year being in their college uniforms, along with that draft class from 2021. And also, the cool thing about these Flawlesses is it comes with its own little suitcase. So
So even if you don't want that, you buy it for the suitcase and turn it into a Money in the Bank suitcase if you're a wrestling fan.
Right? Yeah, that works too, and it's gold for just
exactly.
that.
You're going to cash in.
Yep. And then the other gold one we have is also from 2021. We have 2021 Flawless for baseball, MLB. Unfortunately, it has the players logo because, you know, that's the only thing that Panini has access to. It doesn't actually have anything with the regular MLB. So it'll, for those of you that are that love Topps and Bowman, just because they have the logos for all the teams, this is still a pretty good product, especially when it comes to Flawless. So, and also for sports ball, we have, this is our only new product for the week. We have 2024 Topps Chrome Logo Fractor Edition. So it comes with 2 exclusive 5-card Logo Fractor Chrome packs. So pretty decent price. But
I've not heard of Logo Fractor before. Is that a new product line?
Yeah, I believe it's a new product line. I think they're trying to go off of like because you know, they have those chrome refractors and regular refractors and stuff like that. So in a lot of sense with those, probably has something to do with the logo.
Fair enough.
So
That'd be kind of cool.
Mm-hmm. And I know this is not sports ball, but it's a part of our sports ball area. We have the brand new Star Wars Galaxy cards.
Nice.
Really, really nice artwork. No guarantee in autographs, but still just really, really cool cards to get just because nice and shiny and just really cool art to see.
And you know, and for the box, I normally with a box like that you get maybe 5-6 packs. This one's got 18.
Right. Yeah.
That's a good solid amount of cards. I knew that, you know, and you know, some of those packs in the other ones you get 4 or 5. You get the same amount of cards. So you're getting quite a few cards for what you're paying for.
Right. And one of the cool things about that I've experienced with previous Star Wars Galaxy cards is just for those who saw the original posters. They do have poster cards usually, so little cards that have the original posters and stuff like that. So,
and I've seen card. I think it's from this series as well. I've seen cards where it's the initial like art for specific characters, things like that for the alien design. So those are really cool to get.
Yeah.
Especially with things like with the amount of turnout we had at Voice Against Cancer this past year with the Star Wars people. It would be really cool. You know, even if it wasn't signed, to be something you could take to get signed. If you got some of those, if you got some cool ones.
Yep. Perfect. And that's it for sports ball. So now we get to move on to non-sports ball.
Start with the Pokemon.
Yep, we're going to start off with the Pokemon.
Yay,
do you want to talk about that, or do you want me to?
Well, Pokemon is coming out. We are starting with Surging Sparks, which I think is the newest one that just come out. Is these dropping Friday or already out?
I can ask real quick. Amanda or Trevor. Yeah. When's the
Surging Sparks?
Surging Sparks releasing?
Friday. We have Surging Sparks coming out. We have, and it's got a crystal theme to it. We have the standard trading card pack here with packs by the pack, by the Elite Trainer box. This is gonna is this more based on some of the older characters like the 151 ones?
Of the old and the new. I think it's mostly an electric theme booster though. So anybody who's working with electric types in their deck, it's gonna be really helpful.
Electric trade card. Yep, and it looks like the we got the over discharge on the back with some really cool looking art on that. But booster bundles, you name it. We got the hangers as well. If you're looking for it, we're gonna have it with the nice little coins in there.
And these ones too.
We got the triple hangers with the multi packs, and plus you have your choice of main card with a little bit of color, Zapdos or
Quagsire.
Is that like Quagmire from Family Guy?
Possibly. Yeah.
In the
maybe that's his Pokemon form.
Quagmire Quagmire as a Pokemon is kind of scary.
Right. Ooh. And then next on the list, we have some One Piece.
One Piece.
So those of you that are huge collectors into those, these are. This is from the. No, that's not One Piece.
This is the latest for the card dream trading set. The One Piece card, the best. Luffy on the front, tossing some punches, using the Luffy fruit or the Devil's Fruit. Plus, we have coming out for Attack on new. I believe this is a brand new card trading game for Attack on Titan, Origins of Power. So if you're into the darkest of dark animes, which this is one of them, this is something that's going to be right up your alley.
And that's for that. For those of you that are collecting those Universes cards, that's a little long. So also with One Piece, we have this nice little gift set. It looks like
A devil. So this gift set has the Devil's Fruit Collectors Volume 2. So it's got the Devil Fruit. It's going to have few packs plus a couple of verified cards in there. Special Dawn card number 1, 2 types to collect. Sleeve set of 10-piece sleeve set. Plus it's going to have three booster packs in there. Plus you got this little Devil's Fruit that if you're into the cosplay stuff, it's going to be something cool you can take to the cons.
And I'll let you talk about this too.
And for our D&D fans, Vecna is back in full effect. Vecna Eve of Ruin is the latest collection. It's going to have total of 40 miniatures in the set. It's got some nice ones looking there, very creepy stuff. So if you're running a horror campaign, even if it doesn't include the main man Vecna himself, going to have some really cool minis for you to grab onto. I'm picking up a box for sure tonight.
Yeah. And we're going to switch the camera back here real quick before we get to Funko Land and show off a couple of things that Trevor wanted us to show off. So those of you that are looking for quick gifts that will last throughout most of December.
We have 2 at least so far. They're beginning to come into the shop. We have the first one is a Hot Wheels based advent calendar. So you're going to get 24 figures. It's going to have some track in there, or it doesn't look like it's going to have some track, but it's got a little map area thing that comes down.
It says 8,
so you can drive around.
8 cars and 16 accessories.
8 cars, 16 accessories. So you're going to get some cool stuff to play with. Looks like it's got some track pieces. Looks like you can have it so you can hook the tree onto the top of the car. If we go back to the so just some of the pieces. It's got reindeer you can hook up to it, snowplow wheels, a sled. You can toss a Santa hat on it. More like Cars the movie than anything else. But it's going to be if you got someone who's really into the Hot Wheels, it's going to be a cool thing to have.
Oh, yeah.
Just something to keep them going through the holiday season. And if you're not into the Hot Wheels, we have the Simpsons. So this one again is going to have 24 days of surprises from Springfield. Everything from minis to probably other things as the days go along. It's going to have pop-up environment pieces, so it's going to have your little TV pop out. It's got Snowball, I think number 5 on there at this point.
Number 5 now.
Yeah. That sitting on some presents. So you're going to have some cool stuff to pop into. So if you're a fan of The Simpsons, it's going to be something to make the season just a little bit more festive. Always fun.
Oh, yeah. Now switching back to the other camera, but also before we get to Funko, we have one toy that's apparently we were told
Five Nights at Freddy, a new arrival.
Yep.
I know it's the Fox character. I don't know the name of the Fox's name, but one that we haven't had in a while here. But if you're looking, early Christmas stocking stuff, or just one of your kids done something really cool and they're into the spooky stuff, get them one of these.
And apparently it is a Funko product, so that's cool.
Yep. The Funko, Five Nights at Freddy and Funko do kind of go hand in hand. I'm waiting for the Freddy Funko Five Nights at Freddy's crossover where he's got Freddy Funko comes out and starts grabbing people.
Oh, sure.
It's going to happen eventually.
Right. So other brand new products. This will start with our Funkos. We'll start off with Star Wars here. We have young Boba Fett from episode 2. Is that correct?
Fett.
Yeah, young Boba Fett.
Boba Fett. Where?
And then also, what do you got there, Patrick, from Star Wars?
We have Santa Grogu with a couple of gingerbread Mandalorian helmets hanging out there for is it Life Day that they celebrate in Star Wars? Is that correct?
Yes, Life Day.
Getting ready to celebrate Life Day, hanging out, waiting for whatever the equivalent of Santa Life Day is, waiting for the presents to drop.
Do you think that we could equate Santa Grogu to Elf on a Shelf? Have him go around the room.
I did see a new Funko that has been out or either is out called Snoop on the Stoop.
Oh, nice.
And it's Snoop Dogg. It's just sitting on the stoop of her front step.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, I need that.
Yeah. All right, and then moving on to Marvel, we have Spider-Punk. For those of you that were really into that across the universe for Spider-Man.
Across the Spider-Verse. Yeah. Spider-Punk is my boy.
Yeah. And then you want to grab that other one from Marvel, or do you want to
Marvel?
Go with...
Okay. We have Spider-Man. Bring me pictures. Pictures now.
Yep.
All I want for Christmas is pictures of Spider-Man.
Since you were grabbing at that one, I'll let you go with that one. I'll go with DC, where we have Harley Quinn from the Harley Quinn show. So those of you that are huge Harley Quinn fans, which I know that we have a bunch here in Sioux Falls that are huge Harley Quinn fans, this is brand new to our shelves, I should say. I shouldn't say it's brand new. So those of you that are interested in that one.
And as I patiently wait for my most anticipated movie of 2025, The Ballerina,
All right.
we have Winston from John Wick hanging out, suited up, ready to rock and roll. I am waiting for The Ballerina to drop, and I know some of our fans here at the shop are as well.
Oh yeah.
But now it's back onto our restocks, or are these brand news?
These are restocks, I believe.
Excellent.
So starting out my side of the restocks, I know we're past the day already, but we have some Dia de los Muertos characters here. There's a couple more on the table, but I figured I'd show off El Catrín for those of you that celebrate that, because I believe that was November 2nd, right?
I believe so this year.
So we like all holidays and to express all those. And,
yes, because November 2nd is All Souls Day.
Yes. Yeah, because November 1st is All Saints Day. So.
Yes.
Did you want me to keep going?
Go ahead and keep going.
All right. And then speaking of the holidays with Santa hats, we have Stitch with a candy cane and a Santa hat. So those of you that want to continue, because they must pick or choose certain characters, because you have Deadpool, who has all these plethora of different things, and now we have Stitch. Because I can see just from over here, we have Stitch that looks like Pongo, Stitch that looks like Beast. Then there's another Stitch that is that Jafar Stitch? Or no?
Stitch as Cheshire Cat.
Oh, Cheshire Cat. So yeah. So those of you that are kind of like doing the Deadpool thing, but with Stitch instead, we are getting those to put on the shelves as well. Now, getting into going into some old school cereals that I used to eat as a kid, we have Cocoa Pops. Not exactly everybody's favorite, because you got Cocoa Puffs that everybody knew from the commercials, but Cocoa Pops was still a pretty good brand.
Oh yeah.
And I thought I'd talk about this just because I can't remember if the game's actually out already or not, but Funko Fusion, which is a video game that's either out or is coming out, that Funko is putting out for all gaming systems, where you can buy the Funkos, and then there's a code on the inside of the Funko. I don't know if there's one on this one, since I believe might be a restock. But yeah, there's a code in there. Looks like actually the card is still in the back, so if those of you that can see that or not, that has a code for the character to be able to play them in the game. So like RJ McCready for this one, and then there's a plethora of all different ones, because I can see there's a Megan from the movie Megan.
Yep.
That we have also on the table, and then also Nicholas Angel. So.
And I think we have a He-Man one over there as well.
Yep. So those of you that are interested in getting for that game as well. So what do you got, Patrick?
So I'm starting off strong with one I've not seen in the shop before, but it is a restock for us, or new to the shop. We've got Beta Ray Bill. For the Marvel fans, he had a brief kind of cameo in the background of the mountain in Thor Ragnarok. Mm-hmm. Probably one of my favorite Marvel characters. Hopefully he shows up in the movies eventually. Fun character, fun piece.
Yeah, with the multiverse, you got to think that he is going to show up eventually.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm all for it. Good stuff. Next up, I have one of my childhood or teenage years shows that I watched over and over again, because it was irreverent, it was funny, and it gave us Log. We have Space, Ren and Stimpy.
Ooh.
And if for those of you who don't know, it's Log. It's Log. It's big, it's heavy, it's wood.
Yeah, Ren and Stimpy and also The Simpsons were one of those shows that was on my list of shows I couldn't watch as a kid, even though I generally watched Ren and Stimpy every once in a while, because it was all part of the afternoon cartoons. So
you just kind of slid that one in when parents weren't looking,
basically.
And last, for the meme alone, we have him come in. I would rather be listening to the 1999 hit, Emmy-winning hit, "Smooth" by Carlos Santana, featuring Rob Thomas of Matchbox 20. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Carlos Santana in Funko form, playing the guitar as a restock. Come and pick him up just as a stocking stuffer, white elephant gift, whatever have you. Yeah. It's a fun one to have.
Yeah, speaking of Carlos Santana, I do believe that's probably the one music video and song that I actually played on repeat a lot, just because that one was just the more. I don't get me wrong, Carlos Santana is an awesome player, and he's had a lot of, um, um, what's the word I'm thinking of, where he contributes to another person's, or they contribute with him, I should say.
He's had a lot of collaborations.
Yeah,
with musical
collaborations.
artists.
Yep, just a lot of those are awesome, and even just stuff that he's done on his own is really awesome as well. So, that's an awesome choice right there.
But for the meme alone, every time I see someone wearing a T-shirt like that, I see a sticker on a car, it still makes me smile.
Yeah. Well, it's past 6 o'clock, which means that a couple of people are waiting for us to get done so they can go home. So we'll call it a night there. We are open till 8, as you always know, or we open again tomorrow at 10 a.m. So drive safe. If you guys are coming tonight, drive to arrive. And you guys have a good night. Anything you want to say? No? We good? All right. We're dancing out.